What's going on, guys? Kitbash here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload, so you don't miss an upload. Now in this video, I have the U.S. agent from the Disney Plus wave. They missed the mark on the paint apps with this one. The paint apps, they missed it. Also on the helmet, we'll talk about that because I messed that up bad. But they missed the paint apps by a mile. I don't even know. I mean, I know how. We all know how Disney gets their information. They get not Disney, Hasbro. Hasbro gets renders, I guess, and the renders aren't always accurate. I wanted to repaint this one. My homie on Instagram, Artman Customs, I'll put his Instagram on the screen. He did a pretty dope tutorial on what to do to get this to look like it did on screen. Only thing I didn't do was replace the holster. I'll put his Instagram up. You guys can check it out. He does really, really sick customs too. But he pretty much gave a step-by-step, and I wanted to repaint this anyway, so I followed his tutorial, and I'm gonna explain to you guys what I did. I'm not the type to do things beforehand, or I would have recorded what I did. But it's pretty simple, really simple for me to show you guys just what I did. And remember, you want to do light coats. This all involves hand painting. You can airbrush it, but I didn't really want to take the time to mask all of this off. So this is all hand painting, but just remember, do light coats and you should be fine. Water down your paints. Don't use apple barrel. Use whatever paint you're more comfortable with. I mean, you can use apple barrel. Let me not say not to, because you can use whatever you want. But I use Model Masters paints. That's what I use for the white. I use a flat white Model Masters. I want to say I did about 4 coats. And if you're not sure where the colors go, you can always look at reference pictures. I believe the packaging for this figure has the correct colors. But I did like 3 or 4 coats of white, maybe, just to get it a pure white all straight across, because these are red. I want to say the white parts are red and the red parts I painted are black. So I just went over the white. I went over the red with the white, like 3 or 4 coats, and then the red too, I did about 3 or 4 coats. This is a mix though. You can get the paint. There is a paint this is like a scarlet red. They do sell paints that are that color, but I mixed in flat black with guards red, and I got the color to match. I tapped it on the glove, and I tapped it here just to make sure the color was a good enough match, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good match. On the helmet though, Artman on his post, his post says exactly what I did. Well, his post says not to do exactly what I did. When I went to cut off the A here, is it a star? No, it's an A. So I went to cut it off, and I'm ham hand, so I gouged it, and you can see on there there's a big chunk of plastic missing. I tried to fix it. I can't seem to level it off enough to get it fixed. So it's whatever. I figured U.S. agent, his costume shouldn't be perfect anyway. But once you gouge that off, once you don't gouge it, you can slice it off or sand it. I found it better after I gouged it to just sand off the rest, which is what I should have done in the beginning. But once I sanded it off, he mixed in like a black and a blue. I found that flat black. I have Model Masters flat black. It just matches it pretty good. It's a little more shiny than the sides, but the flat black matches it pretty good. It's not overly difficult to paint black. But I guess there is like a blue, like some blue hues on here somewhere. So I guess that's probably where he got the blue from. But yeah, this is a really straightforward repaint. Nothing technical to it. Don't worry about messing up. Even if you mess up on the sides, like I had some spillage on the sides over here, I just fixed them with flat black. I even put flat black in between. I made a little flat black wash. Actually, I already have a flat black mixed because I have the airbrush paints I use. And I just dabbed it in there and let it seep across just to make it look more crispy. So yeah, don't really worry about the mess ups. You can always fix that later on. I recommend you paint it how you want to paint it. You get everything coated right, and then you go in and then you fix it. Like, I don't recommend fixing it as you're doing it, because you're gonna still mess up as you put the other coats on. You can seal it. I sealed mine with the red anyway. I sealed it with a flat clear only because mine was still gloss, because the guards red I used was already gloss. So you can seal it like that or whatever. But this looks really sick. Like I said, the only mod I have to do left is the gun holster. But everything else is taken care of. I really like the way this looks. It looks pretty sick. Someone told me this figure was the best in the wave, and I'm not gonna say that because to me that's Cap. Captain America is the best one in the wave. But U.S. Agent is definitely a close second or third because White Vision is fire too. But once you repaint the lines and you get everything looking screen accurate, this is pretty fire. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you've done this or you haven't done it. Leave it all in the comments and we'll talk about it. And I'm out.